Did you know that most kids didn't realize that Barbie's hair was actually blonde until almost 10 years after her first commercial? Or that the creator of Barbie invested her entire fortune in the doll's first commercial? And that was definitely the best choice she made because ever since, Barbie commercials have been the driving force behind the success of this celebrity doll. Barbie commercials are always the most well-crafted and imaginative in the world of toys, and now we're going to show you how they've evolved, changed, and improved over the 64 years of this fantastic doll's existence. When Ruth Handler created Barbie, no toy store wanted to sell the doll. Can you believe that? They said that mothers wouldn't buy a doll with breasts for their young daughters. The problem was that the president of Mattel and the creator of Barbie had already spent nearly all her money to launch the doll in the market in 1959. After hearing this from buyers and toy stores, Ruth had no other option but to sell her doll directly to consumers. And she knew exactly who she needed to convince for this to happen: the little girls in the USA. With this in mind, Ruth took the remainder of her fortune and invested practically everything in a commercial that would make the girls who saw it beg their parents to buy them a Barbie doll. And that's exactly what happened. This was certainly the best choice that Ruth and Mattel ever made in their entire history. First commercial, 1959. The very first Barbie commercial aired in March 1959 on televisions all over the United States. In it, a lovely and gentle music played while a soft female voice said that Barbie is incredibly beautiful and that she's real. The voice even mentioned that when playing with Barbie, a girl can pretend to be like her. At the time of this first commercial, Barbie cost only $3, but that was in 1959. Adjusting and converting that price to today's standards, she would cost around $30. When you bought the doll, it came with the iconic white swimsuit with black details, and the other clothing pieces for the doll could be purchased separately, costing between $1 and $5, which would be around $10 to $50 today. And that has always been the secret to the doll's success, selling not only Barbie, but also all the accessories that could go along with her. Ruth truly was a brilliant woman.
Right, yeah, of course.
Ken's debut commercial, 1961. Responding to the request of the shop owners who saw that selling Barbie dolls was a highly profitable business, Mattel decided to expand the Barbie universe for the first time and add a very important person to the doll's story. We're talking about the eternal boyfriend of the world's most famous doll, Ken. Just 2 years after Barbie's launch, which was named after the creator's daughter, Barbara, Ken was inspired by the creator's son, Kenneth. When the commercial introducing Ken was released, he was dressed in just red shorts and a pair of red slippers. The cost to have a Ken was $3.50. But, of course, various accessories and clothes for Barbie's new and, at that time, only boyfriend were sold separately, such as a formal tuxedo, outfits for fraternity parties, and more. First, Dream House, 1962. Shortly after, in another brilliant business move, Mattel created the first Barbie Dream House in 1962. This meant that any of the millions of girls who already owned one or more Barbies at that time could now buy another item to make their playtime even more fun. The house was made of cardboard, and in it, they could play with Barbie and Ken. It cost exactly $4.44, which would be around $44 today. The Dream House came with some furniture like chairs, a television, and, of course, a wardrobe to keep all of Barbie's clothing pieces. All the furniture was also made of cardboard, and the house had only one floor at the time. Considering the minimum wage of an American in 1962, you would need to work for 4 hours to buy a Barbie house. Skipper's debut, 1964. The Barbie manufacturer realized that the more characters they created to be part of the doll's universe, the more enjoyable the girls' playtime would be, and the more they would sell. That's why, in 1964, Mattel launched the commercial introducing Barbie's first sister, Skipper. Skipper's look was quite similar to her older sister, with blonde hair and light eyes, essentially a mini version of the celebrity doll. Along with her, ballet dresses, outfits for events, and even a masquerade ball costume were released. New Barbie Release, 1967. In 1967, alongside the advent of color television, another novelty arrived in the commercials, the new Barbie. After 8 years, Mattel introduced a new model of the doll with some differences from the original. The doll had the same size as its previous version, but came with a more groovy outfit, as the commercial described it. Additionally, her eyelashes were longer and her body was more flexible, especially around the waist. The facial features of the new doll were also slightly modified. The commercial encouraged children to go to a toy store with their old Barbie, and for an additional $1.50, they could exchange it for a new Barbie. A new Barbie for less than half the price, but the offer was for a limited time. Barbie Superstar Release, 1976. With each passing year, the best toy advertisements were always reserved for the most famous doll in history. So, in 1976, one of the most iconic versions of Barbie was launched, placing the doll in a different kind of setting, moving away from beaches and homes, becoming a superstar, which she already was. The doll had long and streaked hair, accompanied by accessories like jewels that could be put on and taken off at will, a novelty in the world of dolls. The superstar Barbie came with a dress, shoes, earrings, necklace, and ring. Upon purchasing Barbie, in addition to getting the accessories and jewels, the child received a necklace while supplies lasted. Furthermore, she came with super elegant party dresses in 3 different shades: red, white, and black. And when acquiring any Barbie outfit, the child received a bracelet.
It's true.
Barbie Townhouse Release, 1977. In 1977, the simply fabulous Barbie Townhouse was launched. It was like an expanded version of the Dream House, complete with an elevator to take the doll to the other floors of the tower, hence the name of the house. It was easy to assemble and had 6 rooms, living areas, a kitchen, a patio, with a total of 3 floors in height, an elevator, and various pieces of furniture. In fact, the house was a true mansion. However, this time both the structure and the furniture were made of plastic, ensuring more durability for the product, and, of course, significantly higher prices too. To buy one, you needed to shell out nearly $110. This was equivalent to almost 30% of a monthly minimum wage for a worker in the United States at that time. Barbie Christmas Dream House, 1982. The commercial released in 1982 was special, as it introduced the Christmas theme to the Barbie Dream House for the first time. Mattel presented a jingle based on the song Georgie Girl to launch the advertisement. It aired on local TV in Chicago on November 25, 1982, and as you can imagine, it was a complete success. The Barbie Dream House celebrated the dreams of Christmas coming true. Barbie Totally Hair, 1992. In 1992, Mattel released the Barbie that would enter the Guinness World Records as the best-selling Barbie of all time, the Totally Hair Barbie. More than 10 million Barbies of this model were sold. The doll had much longer hair than usual, allowing for a variety of different play options, such as making braids in the doll's hair and creating a series of creative hairstyles. It also came with a type of silicone-like product that could be used in the children's creative moments. The doll even got 2 more versions, one released in 2017 and another in 2022. Barbie iMessage Girls, 2004. In the early 2000s, Mattel decided to give Barbie another innovative twist and created Barbie iMessage Girls. The doll came with a mobile device for sending messages, precisely the same model of the most popular messaging cell phones at that time. Of course, it also came with clothing pieces to change. The doll was sold for about $30. Barbie Digital Dress, 2013. In 2013, a version of Barbie with an extremely technological item was launched, the first digital dress for Barbie. To change the celebrity doll's look, you simply had to touch the screen and create your own designs. Barbie had officially become a synonym for sophistication and technology. The dress could also be changed based on the touch of music or the sound of its owner's voice, but the MP3 player was not included with Barbie and had to be purchased separately. This version of Barbie even cost around $48 in some places. Barbie Dream World, 2023. In 2023, Mattel launched an entirely new line of toys, houses, accessories, cars, boats, buses, and dolls featuring Barbie and all her friends. The company named it the Barbie World of Dream Collection. Many of these items are brand new and were created to promote and celebrate the release of the movie that also hit theaters in 2023. These items are all sold separately, ranging from $20, which is the price of a fashionista closet, to $275, which would get you a Barbie dream house with 2 dolls, 1 car, and several small items.
People are crazy.
That wraps up the evolution of Barbie commercials, the most stylish doll in history, and also the biggest celebrity in the toy world. Leave a comment below about what you think of Barbie and the evolution she's undergone in these 64 years of life. And don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye-bye!